How to lower spin with your driver is a fun topic because when golfers are trying to lower spin with their driver, it often means they're trying to hit their drivers longer, which is always fun. And if you can keep that spin rate low, you might find that you start consistently hitting your driver longer. So in today's golf lesson video, we are going to teach you how to lower spin with your driver, what factors might affect that spin rate, and at the end, I have something to share with you which might go against everything you think about lowering spin. So stay tuned until the end. And before we get going, if you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. If you're a returning viewer, hello again. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button, hit the thumbs up as it helps the channel, and turn your bell on so you get notified of when I upload all my new videos. So first things first, if you don't know, strike is king in golf. Where you hit the golf ball on the club face. These big sticks don't have a flat face. They're curved from heel to toe, and they're curved from the bottom of the face to the top of the face. And this one is what's going to change that spin rate. Hitting it low on the face is going to cause a high spin rate, and hitting it high on the face is going to lower that spin rate for you. Check this out. I'm going to hit one low on the face first. That one's spinning at 3,500 RPM. Now I'm going to try and put a similar swing on it, catch it higher on the face, and let's see what happens to the spin rate now. Swing speed on that one was a little bit quicker, but I didn't hit up as much on my angle of attack. And then if we head over to ball speeds a lot quicker, 165 miles an hour, because I'm hitting it in a much better spot. And look at that spin dropping down below 3,000, around the 2.8 mark, and that's adding 30 yards of carry. So simply, if you want to lower your spin rate with your driver, where you hit it on the face is really important. Low on the face is going to cause that spin to increase and go up and lose you distance. Higher on the face is going to lower that spin rate and get you hitting it further. And something so simple to be aware of if you are striking it low on the face is just having a little play with tee height. Try teeing that ball higher and see if that gets that golf ball coming higher off the face and lowering that spin. It's super simple. You don't have to change your swing, and you can simply change where you're striking it on the face by playing around with your tee height. The second thing that's going to affect that spin with your driver and help you learn how to lower your spin rate is something called spin loft. Spin loft is created at impact with the golf ball, and it's the difference between the relationship of your angle of attack and the dynamic loft that you're delivering to that golf ball with your club. So if you're a golfer that struggles with a high spin rate, it's likely that you're going to have a very high spin loft. So let's go with super simple numbers. Let's say my angle of attack is 10 down with a driver. And believe me, I have seen 10 down with driver before. And people, if you want to start hitting it longer, make sure you're hitting up on the golf ball. But we're hitting 10 down on our angle of attack with our driver, and we're delivering 20 degrees of dynamic loft. Our spin loft, the difference between those two angles is 30 degrees, and that's going to create so much spin. Now, if we take it the other way, let's say that now our angle of attack is level to the ground. We're not hitting up, we're not hitting down, it's dead level. And we deliver 20 degrees of dynamic loft again. We now have 20 degrees of spin loft, which is going to bring that spin down. Now, if you go to extremes, long drivers, world champion long drivers that are swinging super fast, they have the ability to get their angle of attack and dynamic loft so close together, which is going to knock that spin down so much. But remember, they've got the speed that allows them to do it. And I know in the comment section down below, if I don't say this, there's going to be people saying, what's the perfect relationship? Well, it's different for every golfer and different speeds. Generally speaking, the slower swing speed golfer will want a little bit more spin on their drives to keep it in the air a bit longer rather than dipping out the air too quickly. Higher swing speed players have the ability to play with lower spin rates. And I'll put a chart up for you here. This chart isn't showing you the perfect spin loft that you need for your swing speed, but it is showing you the perfect launch conditions so you can get the most out of your drives, depending on swing speed. Use these wherever you are, whether you're at the driving range or you've got the ability to use a launch monitor. These are going to give you your optimal distances. And as I said before, when explaining spin loft, try not to have your angle of attack going down, people. Try and hit up on the golf ball. It's going to help you in the long run because most of you down that lens aren't going to be swinging that fast. Strike and spin loft. Two things which is going to help you learn how to lower that spin with driver. Now, this one, which you've all been waiting for, and which might go against all that you've ever thought about lowering spin with your driver. I had a lesson come into me the other day, which is what brought me to filming this video. Now, he had a slow swing speed. It was around 80, 85 miles an hour, really slow. And he was using a 9-degree driver. And to get that going up in the air, that player was trying to add loft to this driver, which then simultaneously opened the face, added too much loft, and made him hit this spinny high cut to the right with a ridiculous amount of spin. Like he was in the 4,000s consistently. Just like that one, 4,200 RPM. And this is what we did to change him. Like most of you down that lens probably think, if you want to reduce that spin loft, that relationship between your angle of attack and the dynamic loft you deliver, you go as low a loft as possible. Well, what we did was add as much loft as possible to his driver because luckily he had an adjustable driver. So what we did was add as much loft as possible to his driver. So for instance, mine is a 9-degree and now I've whacked that up to 11 degrees. Ugh. And because that golfer saw so much loft on his driver now, he then started to take loft off to keep that golf ball down rather than going, oh my goodness, I've got no loft on that. I need to get that golf ball up in the air, add that, open that face, add loft, high cutty wafters. He then saw that loft on his club face and thought, crikey, that's going to go a long way in the air. Right, what do I need to do now to take that loft off? Let's take that loft off, twist the club face in a different way, deliver handles a bit different, hit up on that golf ball. And look at that, I've managed to keep my ball speed up somewhere near where it normally would be. I've got a decent carry and that spin rate is down to the 2,800 mark again. And that's where it's so important to understand, one, how to lower spin rate with your drivers. Where you strike it on the face, I definitely start with that. Then think about the relationship between your angle of attack and the loft that you deliver. And then think about your equipment. Maybe that one should even be first on the list. Are you using a club for your swing speed, which is just going to make you deliver that club in a way that's not functional? Like we did with this guy in my lesson the other day. Like I said, 80, 85 miles an hour with a driver, swing speed, 9-degree loft, trying to add that loft, end cuts across it, hits those wafters. We add as much loft onto his driver as possible. And all of a sudden, he looks down at it and completely changes the way that he delivers that club, reducing that spin, adding distance, and going away with a massive smile on his face. I hope that helps you understand how to lower spin with your driver, which then will hopefully help you hit that golf ball further consistently out on the golf course. As we know, hitting it further down there is only going to help you hit more lofted clubs into the green, which is going to give you more control, closer proximity to lower those scores. Yes, please. Again, I hope this video helps, and if you've enjoyed it and you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. And if you are a follower not subscribed, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button as well. Hit the thumbs up as it helps the channel, and don't forget to turn your bell on so you get notified of when I upload all my new videos. Thanks all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.